Hello, everyone. Welcome back to channel. I'm thrilled to have you here today as we dive into one of the most profound works of philosophy, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This timeless collection of reflections written by the Roman emperor is often regarded as one of the most influential philosophical works of all time. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius provides us with powerful insights into how we can live a meaningful and fulfilled life, regardless of external circumstances. It's a guide for personal growth, resilience, and finding inner peace through Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius was not only a great emperor who ruled the Roman Empire during a period of conflict and challenges, but he was also a Stoic philosopher who reflected deeply on how to live in harmony with nature, how to control his emotions, and how to lead with wisdom. His meditations were not meant for public consumption but were personal notes to himself. Despite their private nature, these reflections have resonated with readers for centuries, offering advice that's both practical and deeply philosophical. The essence of Stoicism, which Marcus Aurelius practiced, can be summarized in a simple but powerful concept, focusing on what is within our control and accepting what is beyond our control. This idea is central to his meditations and one of the most important lessons we can learn from his work. As human beings, we often find ourselves caught up in external circumstances that we have little to no control over. We might become frustrated or upset with the world around us, but Marcus reminds us that our peace of mind lies not in changing the world but in changing how we react to it. He writes that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on controlling our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we free ourselves from the constant struggle against the uncontrollable and find inner peace. This brings us to a profound lesson that Marcus Aurelius teaches us. Life is full of challenges, but we can control how we respond to them. We can't change the fact that difficulties will arise. This is simply part of being human. However, how we approach these challenges makes all the difference. If we focus on what's within our power to control, our responses, our attitudes, and our behavior, we can navigate even the most difficult situations with grace and wisdom. By accepting the things we cannot control, we reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety. Marcus encourages us to embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth rather than as a roadblock. When we face hardship, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow stronger from this challenge? By changing our perspective in this way, we stop viewing adversity as something to fear and begin seeing it as a valuable teacher. Another lesson that runs throughout Marcus Aurelius' reflections is the importance of living a virtuous life. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good, and living according to virtue is the key to living a happy life. Marcus Aurelius believed that no external circumstances, no matter how favorable, could bring us true happiness. True fulfillment comes from cultivating moral excellence, acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These four virtues form the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, and they are the traits that Marcus Aurelius constantly sought to embody in his life. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius often writes about the importance of practicing virtue in our daily lives. He reminds himself, and us, that we should not waste time debating what it means to be a good person. Instead, we should simply strive to be one. We should act with integrity, treat others with kindness, and make decisions guided by reason. It's not enough to simply think about virtue, we must live it every day. This commitment to virtue is what allows us to cultivate inner peace and lead a life of meaning. Marcus Aurelius is clear in his belief that we cannot control what happens to us in life, but we can control how we respond. And if we respond with virtue, we create a life of fulfillment and wisdom, regardless of external circumstances. Part of living virtuously is cultivating the right perspective, and this is another critical lesson from Meditations. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly emphasizes the importance of perspective in how we experience the world. He writes that the universe is change, life is opinion. In other words, our perception of events is what shapes our experience of them. This insight is especially powerful when we face challenges or obstacles. When something goes wrong, we can either choose to see it as a failure or as an opportunity to learn and grow. The Stoic practice of cognitive reframing involves changing how we think about a situation to find a more constructive perspective. Marcus Aurelius would regularly remind himself that whatever happens is part of the natural order, and his job is not to resist life but to accept it and respond with wisdom. This is a profound way of thinking about life, especially in a world where so many things are out of our control. By shifting our perspective, we regain a sense of agency over our experiences, even when circumstances seem unfavorable. Another key theme in Meditations is the recognition of the fleeting nature of life. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminds himself that life is short, and death is inevitable. But this reflection is not meant to be morbid or depressing. Rather, it serves as a reminder to live each day with intention and gratitude. By accepting the reality of our mortality, we are motivated to live fully and purposefully. We begin to see the value of every moment and realize that time is our most precious resource. As Marcus writes, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." When we embrace the idea that our time on this earth is limited, we stop procrastinating and start acting with urgency. We focus on what really matters, such as our relationships, our personal growth, and our contributions to the world. This awareness of the transience of life also helps us deal with loss and hardship. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that everything in life is temporary, and nothing, whether good or bad, lasts forever. This truth can bring us comfort when we face difficult times. When we experience loss, disappointment, or failure, we can remind ourselves that these feelings are not permanent. Just as good times pass, so too do bad times. By accepting the impermanence of life, we gain the strength to endure difficult moments and emerge from them stronger. Another powerful lesson from Meditations is the idea of transforming adversity into an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that challenges are not obstacles to our happiness but opportunities for us to practice resilience, patience, and wisdom. When faced with difficulty, we can choose to see it as an opportunity to strengthen our character. By embracing hardship, we cultivate the virtues that will help us live a good life. As Marcus writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic principle teaches us that we can use obstacles to propel us forward. Rather than being defeated by challenges, we can use them as stepping stones on our journey toward wisdom. The practice of gratitude is also a significant part of Marcus Aurelius' philosophy. While he didn't explicitly write about gratitude in the way we think of it today, his reflections on life reveal a deep appreciation for the gifts he has. He constantly reminds himself to be thankful for the things he has, both big and small. By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. Gratitude helps us cultivate a positive mindset and increases our contentment. Instead of always striving for more, we can appreciate what we already possess. Finally, Marcus Aurelius teaches us the importance of self-reflection and inner growth. His meditations were, in many ways, a form of self-coaching. He regularly examined his thoughts, actions, and emotions to determine whether they were aligned with his values and philosophy. This practice of daily reflection helped him stay grounded and focused on living a virtuous life. In the same way, we can benefit from regularly reflecting on our own lives. We can ask ourselves, am I living in accordance with my values? Am I responding to challenges with wisdom and patience? By engaging in self-reflection, we grow closer to becoming the person we aspire to be. In conclusion, Marcus Aurelius Meditations offers us timeless wisdom that is still incredibly relevant in today's fast-paced, often chaotic world. His reflections on virtue, adversity, perspective, and the transient nature of life provide a roadmap for how to live a life of meaning, resilience, and peace. By focusing on what we can control, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, and cultivating gratitude and virtue, we can lead a life of purpose and fulfillment. The Stoic principles Marcus Aurelius practiced continue to offer valuable lessons for anyone seeking to live a life of wisdom and tranquility, regardless of the external circumstances they may face. So, as we reflect on his teachings, let us remember that the true power lies not in changing the world around us, but in changing ourselves, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to life's inevitable ups and downs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.